Hey, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the podcast by Mata. Again, I am your host, Joe Mata. Happy Hump Day, Wednesday, June 14th. We got a great show for you today. We have a person who is a person who owns Royal Empire Productions. Please welcome to the show, Robert Morgan. How are we doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
All right, doing well, doing well. Hey, can you tell the listeners and the fans how did you get involved in this fabulous industry of the adult industry?
I actually answered a trade show magazine for adult videographers, and I ended up shooting Fetish Con.
Okay.
And then before Fetish Con, I ended up printing up a bunch of business cards and passing them out to models. And they asked me if I was a new producer, and I said, "Yeah, I'm a new producer." And so it kind of took off from there.
Okay. All right. Now you started shooting X-rated videos in August of 2012 for clips for sale.
Yes.
And I mean, me as a guy, I used to watch this stuff when I was a lot younger. When you're a lot younger, you sit there and think, okay, I could do this as a performer. I could do this as a producer. I mean, most 9 times out of 10 guys will think that. You took the next step. What was it that made you follow that and go ahead and take that next step?
Well, I've always been in video production. Like I took in college, I have a major in video production. I have a degree in it. So what got me into this is I didn't want to get laid off. I was working in reality television, and then when the economy tanked, I got laid off. And so when I answered that trade show magazine, I was just like, you know what, I can do this. I'm going to go ahead and take the plunge. So my biggest concern was I wanted to own a business that I couldn't get fired from.
Uh huh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, basically just creating your own business, so you're the boss and you don't have to answer to anybody.
Oh, I answer to the fans actually.
Okay. Okay. That's true too. Now,
So,
in less than a year, the company you put together has put together several DVDs, including the Chronicles of Father Morgan and Body Art Volume One. Um, what else do you have in store for the fans?
we are working on an escorting DVD that we're going to be putting out ASAP. We're going to be at the Exotica Jersey, and so that we're going to be promoting that heavily. We have a massage parlor DVD that we are working on
Okay.
as well. So we will be pushing those two DVDs pretty heavily at Exotica Jersey and AVN.
Okay. Oh,
So,
all right. All right. Now, you worked with one of my past guests, Cindy Starfall. How was it working with her?
oh, she's great. I actually just got done shooting her in LA,
Okay. Okay.
and she is great.
Yeah,
I cannot have any complaints with her.
she was
If
pretty.
you haven't booked her, you should definitely book her. She gives 110%.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I've had her on the show. I had her on the show. Gosh, about a month ago, and man, she's so open and just so blunt about her sexuality, and I mean, there was one point and I'm going over my script, asking questions and just going over topics and stuff, and she popped off just something out of the blue, and man, I was just like, what the fuck, and I lost track. I lost track of where I was at, and I sat there and tried to look at my script. Where the hell am I at? And then I think I popped off and asked her kind of some cheesy freaking question, and then got my thoughts back together. And went back to the script. So yeah, I love her. She's pretty good. I like that. I like that a
Oh,
lot.
yeah. She's very open, sweet girl to work with,
All right.
very professional.
Yeah. Now you've also worked with others. Like Callie Carter, Nikki Delano, Abby Cross. I mean, the list goes on and on. Now, if there was a star that you could shoot from the past, who would it be and why?
I would do Jada Fire. I
Okay.
was just always a big fan of hers.
Okay. Okay.
I liked her content. She was a freaky girl. Uh, she didn't say no.
Okay. All right.
So I would shoot her.
Now you have merchandise available, DVDs and branded T-shirts. Where can the fans find that if they want?
They can go to royalempirestore.com and they can buy all of our available DVDs, all of our merchandise. We're getting ready to start selling panties from different stars we've worked with. So that'll be on the site soon.
Okay.
So just go to royalempirestore.com.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like that. Actually, I like that logo you got, man. I'm thinking about getting a T-shirt like that for sure.
Oh, that'd be great.
All right. Now you've also partnered with Rob from the popular show Demon Seed Radio. How did that partnership come about?
He helps me out on a lot of production work. Like we're from the same area,
Okay.
so we just kind of hit it off and started working together. So he does his radio show, and he helps me with the REP, like shooting girls, taking photos, writing clip descriptions, scene descriptions,
Right. All right. Now, can you?
So,
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
no, keep going.
Oh no, I was going to ask. Now, can you discuss the good and bad, of creating adult content?
The good and bad of it, okay. You can have creative control out of everything you do. But mostly you should stick to what your fans want. Because if you create content that nobody will buy,
Exactly.
you don't get a return on the investment.
That's right. That's true. Very, very true. Now, being completely new to the industry, have you encountered any several hurdles that in producing videos?
Getting a distribution deal is one of my hardest hurdles right now. That's what I'm in the process of trying to do.
Okay.
But you have to have so many titles out. You have to be able to produce so many titles a month. It's crazy. All the requirements different distributors want you to have.
Right. Right. Yes, that's that for sure. For sure. Now, fans and the listeners, they see the final product, but they don't know what it entails. And I've learned a little bit, doing from interviews, with people in the industry. Can you tell the listeners and the fans what goes into producing that final product?
I know a lot of people just think, oh, you turn this on and it's right there. But man, there is a lot to do it. You have to find the model. You have to get a location. You have to get a scene plot. You have to book the model through their agents. And then after you're done shooting, you have to edit it. I color correct mine and I make sure it's presentable on TV, on film. So it gives the viewer a good product to see. And then you have to do box covers. You have to do scene editing, like clip descriptions. You have to do photo editing. I spend half of my time on social media, like marketing, like after a scene comes out.
Right.
Getting people to my site, getting members, So that's a lot of my time right there. Right. Is just trying to promote the scene.
Right. Yeah, because I get several emails from people, asking me, basically, about a 30-minute scene, and I tell them, from what I've learned and what I understand, I mean, a 30-minute scene, it takes up to 4 hours, and then they edit it down.
Yeah, shooting, well, with everything we do, can take 4 to 6 hours in one day.
Right.
And then we edit down the good parts of the scene.
Right. Right. Yeah, because I've told them, watch some certain scenes, on, how they make them. It's just like, they're going at it, and the next the director says cut, or they just have to stop and and then editor will direct them here and here and here, and then they got to go right back at it. So it's really entailed on what it takes to get that final product.
Oh, very, very much so.
Yeah. Now, you are shooting for your new VR site, and with the future launch date, can you talk a little more about that?
I am shooting VR content. Not sure when the launch date is yet. There's a lot more that goes into having a VR site than a 2D site, but that is in the works.
Okay. And you
that is. Keep going.
okay? Now I was saying you were working on your next DVD title, Amateur Snatch, closely followed by Escorts, and then another
Yes.
installment of Father Morgan. When
Yes.
are those going to be available?
Uh, the new Father Morgan DVD will be available at AVN. We will have a booth there, and we'll be promoting that heavily.
Okay.
But we have a couple more installments of Father Morgan we're running with. That's a great seller for us, and people love it.
Okay. Okay. Now, is there a star, male or female, right now that you haven't worked with that you would like to get on board and shoot some content with?
Well, I am going to work with Misty Stone
Oh,
later next month.
okay.
She's been on my bucket list to shoot.
All right. All right.
We got that lined up. I'm sure there's quite a bit. I mean, Kendra Lust, I'd love to work with.
Yeah. Yeah. She's really
Kira
hot.
Lane,
Okay.
we're good friends. That's in the works to work with,
All right. Okay. Now,
but the list can go on and on.
oh yeah, I bet. I mean, it's you can have a list of 20, but you can't shoot all 20, so you got to narrow it down to one or two. So I understand that. Now you're going to be in Chicago for Exotica.
We are trying to get there. Yes,
Okay, June 25th through the 27th.
I think it's the 23rd.
Oh, 23rd. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, my notes said here 20 to 25th.
You may be right. I mean, there's so many of them, I get them confused. But
Right, right. Yeah, exactly. And then I think after that one is I don't know the other major one, AVN in January, and then I think November the November before that is Exotica, New Jersey.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
Exotica Jersey always has good turnout. We'll definitely be there.
yeah. That's the one I'd like to go to, but me
Are you going to
being
be at AVN at all?
I've been to a few in the past before before I started doing my show, but with my work schedule, it's really hard to get there. But I'm definitely going to try to get there this year.
Okay, you definitely should.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty wild. I've seen videos and stuff, and because like I said, I've been there in the past, but just as a fan or observer, walking around. But yeah, I'd definitely like to get there as with my show and stuff, and get my name out there for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Now you have some DVD releases. Body Art Volume One, Chronicles of Father Morgan.
Uh huh.
Royal Empire Productions presents Sadie Santana DVD. Taboo POV, Family Handjobs Volume 1.
Correct.
Mouth Hugs Volume 1. Mouth Hugs Volume 2. And Breaking Bad Handjobs 2. Where can the listeners and the fans find this stuff?
RoyalEmpireStore.com.
Okay. All right. Great. Great. And where can the fans find your sites on social media, Twitter, and all that?
You can find me on Twitter at Royal Empire XXX. I'm on Instagram at Royal Empire Productions. I don't really do Snapchat,
Okay.
but I do Twitter, Instagram. We are on Facebook at Royal Empire Productions. They can join our membership site at RoyalEmpireProductions.com
Okay.
for $15.99 a month. We got exclusive content, over 200 scenes, exclusive photo sets, only can be found on our website. You can get all of our available DVDs, shirts, everything like that at RoyalEmpireStore.com.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely good. Like I said, I'm gonna go to that RoyalEmpireStore.com and pick up one of those shirts. I mean, I dig that logo, man. Love it for sure.
Let me know and I'll send you one.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, I'll send you one.
Okay, cool. Now, is there anything you'd like to before we close out? Is there anything like you'd say to your fans and listeners?
Support small production companies. I know adult content is readily available, but we put a lot of money and effort into producing content for you guys.
Exactly.
So go out and support us. Don't just go to Pornhub or the sites. Support us because we are a small business. Your models, your producers. I mean, especially like me, I'm not a multi-million-dollar company yet, so I don't have a big budget like Brazzers or Bang Bros or Wicked Pictures. So
Right.
make sure you guys keep supporting your favorite porn star or your favorite production company.
Right. Right. Yeah, for sure. And one thing I tell the fans, it's like now when you call a plumber because you got your sink backed up, do you expect him to do that for free? And of course,
Exactly.
their answer is no. Or do you expect a car dealership to just hand you over the keys to a car? And of course, their answer is no. It's like, well, then why would you expect the people in the adult industry to give out their content for free? They work hard for it, just like the plumber or the car dealsman or anyone else pay for your stuff.
Exactly.
Bottom line.
We put a lot of time and effort in it.
Exactly. I mean, like you said earlier, you're it's taking you six hours to shoot a what eventually is a 30-minute scene. You need to be paid. You need to be paid for that 6 hours plus whatever other time you put into it.
Correct.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, hey, I want to thank you for being on and giving an insight basically on what goes on behind the scenes. And like I said, and you said too as well. There's more to it than just a 30-minute scene, the final product that they get.
Exactly. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, man. And we'd love to have you back. You can tell.
Anytime.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, man. Well, we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Hey, man, that was Robert Morgan from Royal Empire Productions, man. Hey, he put out some good content there on basically, what goes on behind the scenes. And like he said, they put a lot of hard work into it, man. So support him. I'll put his website up when I finish this, when I edit this and get it up on the YouTube channel. So definitely, man, and support him. And also want to give a big thanks to Tanya Tate and Liz at Star Factory PR, man, for putting this up and helping me get this set up, man. I do appreciate it. Support them, Star Factory PR. And if you want to find us, you can find us on Facebook, Podcast by Mata, Mata spelled M-A-T-A, Twitter, Podcast by Mata, Instagram, The Podcast by Mata, and of course, if you want to financially support, you can do that too. It's no biggie. I mean, but if you do want to help out, paypal.me/podcast by Mata. All right, guys. Hey, man, I want to thank you again for listening. Man, there's so many different shows you could be out there listening to, and you listen to me, every time. So hey, I do want to thank you for that. Like I said, I got some things set up this summer. We're going to start doing some more live stuff. I'm going to get some things set up on YouTube to go YouTube Live. We're going to do some live stuff on Periscope as well. And just a few other things that I'm thinking of coming up with. So, man, I do appreciate it, you guys listening and supporting us for sure. And I want to thank you again. And I want to thank again our host, Robert Morgan from Royal Empire Productions. And again, thanks again to Tanya and Liz at Star Factory, man, for helping us put this together. All right, guys, man, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.